Welcome back to Silence the Crowd, episode 4. One of your hosts, G Fields.
Hey, Webb.
KK.
Yes, sir. Thank you for tuning in. And before we go any further, please most definitely hit the follow, subscribe, leave a comment, interact with us as we're in the comments. So we would appreciate that. Helps the algorithm.
Yeah, follow, subscribe, and then that like button.
Yeah. If you fuck with us, fuck with us. If you are people, support.
Yeah.
We're trying to get this thing off the ground. You know what I mean?
Well said. We got a lot of views.
Yeah.
A lot of 20, 30,000 views.
A lot of y'all ran into that yet? I ran into it the other day. Oh, y'all all three got a pod. That's good. Oh, yeah. No, y'all got some good topics on there. Yeah. I go looking for them, and they ain't even subscribe. They ain't like nothing. Dang. Luckily, we're not doing this for that.
Exactly.
But,
yeah, all right. Started off. We're gonna do something new. This pod. We're gonna run down some headlines. Cool we go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Course, yeah.
We're gonna run down some headlines. We're gonna talk a little bit about it, and we're just gonna keep it moving, right? You want to start with music, or you want to start with sports?
I want to start with. What you want to start with? I want to start off with the WNBA.
The WNBA.
Yeah,
I'm with it. Okay. For those of you who don't know, Caitlin Clark is obviously one of the most popular athletes in the world. It's fair to say when you talk about female sports or just sports idols in general, you have to mention Caitlin Clark. I think the last person that probably held something similar to Caitlin Clark would have been like,
Ooh.
as far as like world recognition, not just in the United States.
But now let's keep it.
That's a reach.
Let's keep it a buck though. Part of it is the social media era, the hype. You know what I mean? Because there's been women that can hoop like Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just she's on fire. Her card market is crazy, bringing the hobby up. Yeah. But she definitely did blow up like Serena. I like that comp. But there's been female hoopers that can get it with her.
Yeah.
But do they have the voice?
Diana Taurasi.
Did they have the voice, or did they make a big enough as big of an impact on women's sports and also just as a professional athlete?
Yeah, I think they did. I think the ones paved the way for it, though. That even made it possible. Like Cheryl Swoops. Wasn't Cheryl Swoops the first woman to get the shoe contract?
Yeah, I think so.
I think it was Cheryl Swoops. You know, what's Reggie Miller's sister name? Cheryl Miller.
Sue Bird.
Lisa Leslie. It's some big, impactful players that paved the way. You know, I think the NLL made that possible for Clark to be blew out. Like Taylor was saying, social media blew that up like that.
And we gotta also give props to the NBA players. The NBA players really. Kyrie Irving is a big one. These dudes really go out on a limb trying to push the WNBA. But like speaking of the WNBA, yesterday it was just it was a headline that the CBA did not get agreed upon. Mm-hmm. So there's potentially a strike.
Yeah,
for the WNBA.
For the WNBA.
They didn't because of funding?
Yeah. Well, they won't. They want. Of course, obviously, they want higher pay, but they also want better transportation with the airlines, and then they will also want a benefit package.
Yeah.
You know,
all things rightfully they should get.
Yeah.
100%.
But me personally, I feel like they go on strike. I think the NBA should go on strike too. Take a stand with them.
Now you're talking crazy.
I mean, why not? Why they? Okay, if we going to support them, they're already going to support them. They out there wouldn't support them.
Okay.
Why not help them get it back?
Okay, so I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna break it down for you. So if Providence goes on strike, Kaiser Permanente should go on strike, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
The two don't intertwine.
I mean, it's still the medical field. So yeah, they all of them should go on strike.
I get where you're going.
I'm like that way across the globe. If we want the president we want in there, we all should be out there like these other countries get out there, march, and get who they want in office.
I get where you're going with it. I don't think that the NBA is going to go on strike because of the WNBA.
No, now, I know they're not, but they should.
They should or they could. I don't know if that's up for my debate. But what?
Are we debating it now? Yeah, let's go.
We keep debating. Let's debate. So I don't. For one, the WNBA and the NBA are two separate entities that play the same sport. So that's what they have in common. Now, the money. I mean, we all know the money behind the WNBA is different behind the money in the NBA, right?
And rightfully so.
And rightfully so because of the product itself, right? Yeah. Women can ball, men can ball. But if the WNBA goes on strike, that's something that organization needs to handle. They need, and yes, I would agree. They need to pay their athletes better. They need to have better flights to the game, all that type of stuff that they should get, because they do make money off it. It's a business.
Yeah.
But what you could have is some of the NBA players, like Tay just said, supporting some of those WNBA players, right? And coming out and saying, hey, and pushing the needle. And then if enough NBA players do that, then maybe you could have the NBA step in and try to help with some funding. Yeah. That's like a maybe, though. You know what I mean?
They've been doing it. You know what I mean? They've been rocking the WNBA merch. They talk about it. You see them courtside at the games.
Mm-hmm.
And Nafisa Collier is like the first one. This is what the W got. Some of the players got kind of upset, frustrated with Caitlin Clark. There's like Nafisa's considered the best player in the league right now. Her and Asia go back and forth, MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. But she stood up to the commissioner about this publicly. You know what I mean? Came out and said, we're not getting paid well enough. And it was around the All-Star break. Elsie Plum said some things in a press conference. Anyway, they didn't feel like Caitlin Clark had their back because part of it, Caitlin Clark got a big-ass Nike deal. So, you know. And so, but then on her side, like there's two sides to every coin, right? Because on her side, she doesn't want to mess up her Nike deal. You know what I mean? Shit's good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when you say two different entities but the same sport.
Yeah.
So the owner.
It's two way different products.
Okay. Oh, of course. Of course, it's two different products. So the owners of WNBA is not billionaires.
No, I would not say billionaires.
There's roughly around.
There could be. I mean,
let's assume amount roughly around about 500. To own the team.
Owners of the team. Okay.
Yeah, that's 500 million.
That's something
sure.
I'd have to look up.
Okay.
I don't want to say yes or no and not know, but for this
conversation,
go ahead.
Okay. So let's say 200 million.
Okay.
Owner of a WNBA team.
Okay.
They getting paid like what? Are their contracts in like the thousands? They're getting paid millions, hundreds of thousands, but like no $1 million contracts is what we're saying here, right?
There's probably a couple females that are touching $1 million contracts.
Like about 5 or 7 million.
And, but are those contracts coming from endorsements, or are they coming from the game?
So if I'm in the WNBA, if I'm in the NBA,
you're using the what?
Hey, we all in the NBA.
Where's the SBU, baby?
Joanna KK. Joanna KK.
Bang, right there. I done hit it.
That's the code name, Joanna KK. Yeah.
So you
coming from Tamika Webb. Got him, coach. All right. Back to business. So, if I'm in the NBA,
okay,
all of us in the NBA, balling in the NBA, say we like Kyrie status, we support the NBA. I call you and say, hey man, I'm about to donate $10 million to the WNBA. You with me?
Yeah.
You with me?
Yeah, and they I believe they have.
Okay.
I believe they have. They've done. I don't know about 10 million, but they have done.
So they can get a bigger contract.
But also, so there's also something that's going on, right? Where some NBA players feel disrespected by some of the comments because some of the
NBA players feel disrespected by the comments. Like the women saying that they better than some of the NBA players.
That and the fact that they said they think they should be making as much money as the NBA players. Like Angel Reese has said, we should be getting paid the same as the men. The product is completely different.
Yeah, the product.
How many WNBA jerseys do you own?
None.
I wouldn't mind one though.
Okay,
None.
one. Okay,
None.
Okay.
If I did, it would be it wouldn't be.
Let me ask you this: Would you pay the same amount for a ticket to see Caitlin Clark as you would to see Steph Curry?
I would.
No. I was excited when we got a WNBA team because I'm going to a Caitlin Clark game. Yeah. Just so I can see her ball.
Yeah.
That's the draw. That's why she's at the top of the echelon.
I mean, honestly, do the price even matter of what it is if you want to go see him? If you want to go see him play, the price ain't gonna matter to you.
No, but what I'm saying is, I'm trying to give you a comparison why the NBA players are frustrated. Like they put in a lot of work. They feel like their product is top notch, and then when the WNBA is just like, they get some traction, and then they just like, we should be getting paid the same as y'all. You know what I mean? It's kind of like.
But half of these dudes in the NBA don't even deserve a contract.
This is
you know that.
We could go in the weeds down this. We go down the.
I will say one thing that frustrates me is like people, especially like the high end players. People will be like, they don't deserve to be getting those max contracts. They don't deserve to be getting the money they're getting. But I want y'all to think about, and this goes for the WNBA too. This is why they do deserve to be paid far better. But you're one of 450 people in the world. You're the best in the world at your craft. You training every day. You on the road from your family. You eating healthy.
Yeah.
You flight after flight. Like they were talking about. Who was I just watching? Oh, that I watched the Elway show. You was talking about the Elway documentary. He didn't even know his kids till he retired. Like he was cool with them. He was a good dad. He loved the shit out of his kids. But he was in a training facility every day. He was mentally. He was in the Broncos facility thinking about next week, thinking about last week's game.
Yeah.
Every day, like they deserve the bread that they're getting. So for someone that, you know what I mean, they're like and it's always like dudes that are like Wall Street or hedge fund managers. They're, making the 100Ks and 500Ks mil, whatever. And they're like, these NBA players, I should be getting what they're getting.
But the WNBA players go through the same stuff too, though.
I
mean, it's a shorter season, but they're away from their family. They traveling all the time. All they know is basketball.
One of them came out and said, because there were some comments made. I can't remember who made the initial comments, but a WNBA player came back with, "Have you ever had to play on your menstrual cycle?" You saw that? She came back. She was honest. Or have you ever had to play fucking 3 months pregnant?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. I just feel like they deserve a bigger bag.
I would agree.
And I don't see nothing wrong with the NBA taking a stand with it.
No, I would agree. I think we're all would agree that the women's professional athletes, since we're talking about the WNBA, I think they should get a bigger bag. I also think that they should continue. The NBA has been around for a significant period of time. I think much longer than the WNBA. So continuing. So I think they're trending in the right direction. You know what I mean? You have a lot of superstars. You have a lot of ballers. Social media is helping. It's getting more eyes on it. Every time Caitlin Clark goes to an arena, it's selling out. There's going to be another Clark that hopefully can bring that much attention.
Sitting at USC right now. Yeah. Juju.
Yeah. But then also, since we're on that, Sabrina Ionescu was the Caitlin Clark, and then COVID happened, and it derailed some of the hype because the arena's closing down.
She's still
what Sabrina did that I'm not gonna lie, she had that first signature women's shoe that broke into the NBA. I think her shoes right now is like the 6th most worn in the NBA. Yeah. I got a pair of them. I got a pair of Nike IDs. I love them. They're dope. They're good ass hoop shoe, and I've never owned a female basketball shoe before that.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. If they're gonna be rocking their shoes, don't take that strike with them. None of your teams gonna get a championship.
Oh my goodness. All right, so we're gonna dovetail that into the next headline, and this one just happened. I think it would be good for us to talk about Fetty Wap being released.
Oh, free Fetty. Oh, he is free. I'm having a slow moment.
Yeah, he served 4, 5 and some change.
Was it 5 and some change?
Maybe a little longer. I don't know.
1738.
Yeah, he
was healthy out.
Yeah, he's healthy out. He put on some size. Yeah, he good. He put on some size. He got released and he went directly to Breakfast Club.
Yeah,
I watched it. Good little episode. I think he probably don't need to get into why he was incarcerated, but from there was a few people. I know we were talking off the pod, about 50 going at people and stuff like that. But he said that 50 was the person that held down the most.
Yeah, him and what's her name? Chloe Ray. Coy Ray. Benzino's daughter.
Yeah. She held him down, and 50 did. So hopefully the young man keeps going.
One of the things they said about Fetty that I always respected, which makes me think he'll be back on top again, is when he was blowing up with those club bangers with Trap Queen, and you know what I mean, like he was in the clubs pushing his own music, like he hustled harder than anyone. You know what I mean? And if you got that type of grind, like
he also said that from when he dropped Trap Queen and then 679. Was that the next one?
Mm-hmm.
Or I forget the whatever it was. It was like 2000 from 2016 or 17 to the day he got arrested. He said he doesn't remember a thing. He said it was just a blur. 4 or 5 years of just like drinking and partying. And, man, I guess I'm getting arrested. He said it was a blur. And he was just out there trapping. He also mentioned too that when he was for the songs that he was writing at the time, he was actually living that life.
Yeah,
And
it's club music. It's party music. That's what he was in. Like bro, they said he was going city to city, like pushing his music, like fucking. I can't remember who I saw an interview with, but they were like, this dude before he blew up, he was annoying type shit. Like you know what I mean? And a good like he just had that drive. Like I'm gonna make it. And then once Trap Queen hit, he found his lane, and I think it was 679. Like My Way was another one. They were all similar, with that little.
Yeah, he had a vibe. He had a vibe too. But I mean, now he could talk about the federal life, the federal prison life. He could talk about, I mean, he was moving packs. That's what I mean. Obviously, he was moving some heavy weight.
Allegedly.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, allegedly. So I mean, he's got probably some things he could talk about.
I mean, if people want to hear it, it's not. They're gonna, how people are. We want the old Fetty back. If he ain't in the clubbing or nothing, or he just get up under 50 and do something different. Get up under some movies. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he got another stranger. There's all type of different stuff he can do. Because I know he said something about. Could you elaborate why he said he didn't want to drop the freestyle? Normally, fresh out freestyle, everybody drop a fresh out freestyle, and he wasn't dropping one. He didn't drop one. Yeah.
He said he went to the booth. Like the analogy was, like when a boxer's been away from the ring for a little bit, you go into the ring and kind of throw some punches, see if he still got it. He said he went into the booth and just kind of messed around with it, see if he still had it. But he's, when you've been away for so long, you know what I mean? You want to see your family. His kids, 4 or 5 years, they were this high.
Now teenagers now.
Yeah. So he's got a lot of
catching up to do.
Yeah, a lot of catching up to do. But yeah.
Well, yeah, man. I hope he stay safe, stay out the drama, stay out of themselves. Man.
From what I was reading too, he's got a pretty strict parole.
Oh, okay.
Because he got out a little bit earlier than expected, but he's got a strict parole. So I mean, we call that shit the nudge from the judge. You know what I mean? Maybe that helps change the lifestyle a little bit.
Yeah. All right. So then we got trade talks. One already went down. We have Trae Young.
Yeah.
There's also John Morant trade talks. We can talk about. I'll just list the ones that I had seen. Davis trade talks, John Morant trade talks, and then our boy Trae Young actually got traded.
Yeah. Let's talk about the actual trade first.
Actual trade, running.
Actual trade. The reason why I want to talk about that one because before that got brought up. Before he went to Washington, me and Tay had a conversation about Washington being a dump-off spot. Like, they probably done with you go to Washington. But Trae, what you said, he asked to go to Washington.
Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody Google this, but I think this is the first time in the history of the NBA somebody asked for a trade to the Washington Wizards. Jordan came out of retirement because he owned the Wizards.
Yeah. But he didn't own them while he played.
Yeah, he's an owner. But look, hey, and at first I was like, this don't. At first I was like, this don't make no sense. But then looking at it, you know what I mean? They got a young core, a good young core group of youngsters. He's going to get a bag, and maybe there's something behind the scenes we don't know. Is it a coaching staff or there's some sort of connection? But I don't think it was much worse than his situation in Atlanta. It just surprised me that he didn't want to go to a win now contender. He's that type of player. He's led the league in assists, I think 3 out of the last 4 years. He's a 22-point scorer.
Been in the league for about, what, 10?
Not quite 10.
27.
He's not a max, so it had to be more than 5.
Yeah. I think he's same draft class as Luka.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, it threw me for a loop. Yeah. I didn't see him going over there. I didn't even see him leaving, to be honest. I thought it was just all talk.
I mean, he's Jalen Johnson, right? That's a youngster on the Hawks. And they picked up Corey Crisper and CJ McCollum for the trade. I mean, like you said, Tay, like it just seems a little odd that he wouldn't have tried to at least go to a playoff contender. I mean, I don't know if the Wizards are a playoff contender in the East,
Absolutely not.
Right? They need some help. You know what I mean?
But to be fair, they do have that young core. And what's going on in the NBA right now, dynasties are dead.
Yeah.
The old teams that was running stuff for decades ain't happening no more. Look at how quick the OKC turnaround was. Went from worst to first. Look at Detroit in the East right now. Worst to first. All it took, SGA, Cade Cunningham, build around it. Young pieces, draft picks. And Washington has been drafting well. They have good young talent.
Houston turned around quick.
Yeah.
Blazers
Turning around.
Turning around. Now we're on last night.
Hey, game Lydia Rose.
Yep.
Yeah.
5-game win streak. I mean, a 40-point, 40-ball Denny.
You know this.
40 ball Denny, looking like the best foreigner in the NBA.
Why so much aggression coming towards this way?
Meanwhile, Luka.
Yeah, because he was gonna go right to the Lakers after that.
No, I was not. I'm just saying.
40 ball Denny.
But then, do you know what this sound like though? To me, it sounds like the beginning of the season.
Hold it.
Oh, we're in second place. We're in second place. Next thing you know, I don't get no phone calls, no text messages. I'm like, man, what's going on? The last time I got a text message was the last time they played us. You know what it was? Oh, I'll be calling you early in the morning, waking you up. Yeah. Phone quiet. My phone was able. I'm like, what's going on? Trying to hit him, no response. Like, oh, okay.
But we beat him like 2 days before.
No,
Yeah.
2 months later, I know as a fan, it sucks seeing a team that you know got so much potential and you just can't get there. I'm gonna jump all over the place real quick, just for this real quick. It's kind of like the game last night. You sit there with all the hope and faith, have a dope ass season, and then you play a team called Indiana who beat y'all by 10 the first time, and then they just dog y'all. I jumped all the way to football. Sorry, Oregon Duck fans. Sometimes that duck just don't quack at the right time. But 40-ball Danny.
Hey, we start talking Ducks, and I just had to get right for a
40-ball Danny. Shout out to the Beavers, though. Oregon State.
While we on the Beavers, shout out to
give
my
a shout
homie
out.
Kyle. You know what I mean? Played at Oregon State, played football at Oregon State. Shout us a game-worn jersey. Shout us a Kobe jersey. Shout us his rock. Shout us some merch for the pod. He's been hella supportive over the whole time. You know what I mean? And we appreciate him. Shout out Kyle, man.
Yeah, but back to business. 40-ball Danny. He's an all-star. Y'all got an all-star on your hands.
Listen, I was at the game last night, and I think you was at the game on Wednesday, right?
And I was there on
So, so I was at the game last night, and it was a good game throughout the whole. You know, Kevin Durant got what? He's number 7 on the scoring title now. I think he passed Dirk Nowitzki, and we showed him some love, which I thought it was cool. You know, because that's an accolade that no matter what arena you're in, I think
you deserve it.
You should deserve some recognition. But he was quiet, but then he heated up at the right time. And I listened to Ime Udoka, the coach of the Rockets, after the game, and he said, "We're leaning on a 37-year-old to carry this team, and we have a team full of youngsters." I took Kevin Durant out of the game for 2 minutes. He played max minutes last night, and that's when the Blazers took over. It was a close game, but then KD lit it up, and they was up by like 6. But then obviously, I mean, he's 37-year-old. He needed a rest. There was like 6 minutes left in the game, so they pulled him, let him sit for 2 minutes, and that's when we came back. We went on I think it was a 13-0 run, and got up, and then we was up, and by the time KD got back into the game, it was a wrap. It was a nice game.
But the thing you got to remember with Houston is it's not time to hit the panic button. Sengun's out. Sengun's their second.
That's why I didn't see. Okay,
yeah, Sengun's out.
That's why I didn't see.
All-star last year.
Not this year.
Sengun is balling.
Yeah, he's balling, but he's not balling on all-star level.
That's all right. He can sit and Denny can take his spot. 40-ball Denny.
40 fucking ball Denny. That's a handle, bro. Hey, Denny Avnia, catch the pod. Let's make that the handle. I know you got Turbo. I'm rocking with Turbo, but 40-ball Denny?
40-ball Denny.
I ain't going to tell y'all what that sound like, but y'all can keep saying it.
I used to like the 50 balls. Listen.
Sound like a hater to me. That's all it sounds like. A hater.
Yeah, definitely.
But you know who
y'all hate on my squad so much, I'm not even going to deny that.
Living in Portland for a decade, hating on
I haven't lived out here for a decade. I lived out here
Denny was balling, and also old boy that you like, I think came from USC.
Caleb Love.
I don't like Caleb Love.
He's a Carolina and Arizona.
Who, Caleb Love?
I thought Caleb Love
from
was
here.
college.
North Carolina and Arizona.
Oh, okay.
He's from Lake Oswego, ain't he?
Kevin Love.
Oh, Kevin Love. Who you talking about?
Caleb Love.
Man. I like that boy that's sitting on the bench hurt right now. No, I will get a Scoop jersey though. Yeah,
I like Caleb Love over Scoop.
But how's it gonna look when Dame get back? We ain't gotta talk about it. We got a long list to hit, but I just don't see 40-ball Danny with a 70-ball Danny. I mean,
China. I don't know. I'm sitting here. I'm watching Dame. I'm watching Dame on the bench. That's a big part of what I was watching every time out. I'm watching Dame's reaction. Dame's looked pretty excited to play with this young core. Yeah. You know what I mean? Denny doesn't need to be option A. He's probably not option A on a winning team, on a championship level team, but he's a damn good option B. You know what I mean? He is good, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not
And you
saying
got Holiday coming back, right?
Holiday's coming back. Another Matisse Thybulle hasn't been playing. Jeremy Grant hasn't been playing. Those are solid role players.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like to see a mix up. It'd be good if Portland got a ring. I mean, shit, Boston can't keep winning them all. The Lakers can't keep winning them all. It got to be distributed. It's NBA. There's other teams out there that deserve it.
I think we'll win one before the Lakers. Yeah. So on to the next.
The trade talk. Who else on that list of that trade talk?
We had Anthony.
Oh, John Morant.
John Morant.
Yeah, let's talk about him. Yeah. Somebody, I seen it. It was funny. Oh, man. I don't know if it's a real tweet.
No,
Anthony Edwards.
They fake.
Anthony Edwards say this would be a dope duo. KD tweet. What did it look like? BBLs and guns.
No, the best one I seen was somebody tweeted at Zion. They said this is the prime example of what happens when you don't get pussy before you get money.
Oh yeah, but I definitely think that'd be a good duo.
And Ja.
Yeah.
That's one of the candidates. One of the leading candidates. Miami's up there. John Morant can hoop. John Morant can go anywhere.
I mean, where do you see him going? Like where though? Like,
Probably gonna
stand in the West, or would you get him out the West? Get him out the West, you ain't got to worry about him.
If he goes to the East, then it'll probably be more like his team. If he stays in the West, you're probably more like not like a role player, but there'll be another super talented person on the team with them.
What if you go to Washington with Trey?
No, that wouldn't work. He probably gonna go to LA.
Defensively, you can't. They're two small guards.
Morant go to LA. Lakers. I tell you, was saying they probably want to work with him. Luka, and Reeves. Nah. It'd be good with him, Kawhi, and
Pelicans
and Harden.
John needs somewhere where he can get the keys. John's not gonna be playing off the ball, catch and shoot. He could play with another guard for sure, but it's got to be a shooting guard, a scoring guard, not a ball dominant. Like Harden's a little too ball dominant.
You don't want to move. Hey, let's move Harden to the two.
If you want the full keys
and
the full keys to the city, send him
Harden
to
played the two.
What did Harden say when
And
he went to the Clippers?
What? I don't know.
He says, "I don't need to get into the system. I am the system."
Oh yeah, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Send his ass over there.
Brooklyn.
Yeah, get him out of here.
Brooklyn now.
He'd have the whole.
That's a good one.
No, he won't, because Cam got it. Though.
Michael Porter Jr. got the right now, but a good point guard with those two scorers is legit. Brooklyn might not be bad.
Oh, yeah. So what you move? Oh yeah, Cam is more.
Cam's a 2. Michael Porter Jr. is a 3.
Anthony Davis and Ja to Brooklyn.
They talking about Anthony Davis to Golden State.
I did see that.
I saw that too.
I think that was
Golden State is desperate to make a move because you got to revitalize the end of Steph Curry's career.
Do you get rid of Draymond to make that move?
I would. I don't think so. I think behind the scenes, if they're trying to get Anthony Davis, they're not going to want to give up two of the last formidable pieces of the team, and that'd be Draymond.
But you got. What's wrong? What's up with Kuminga though?
Kuminga was talking about. I also saw something about him coming to Portland.
Yeah. Something either it's Kerr or it's the front office. He's got issues with someone over there because the kid's talented as hell. He's one of the best athletes in the NBA. He can score the ball. He can guard.
Yeah.
He's got the prototype build. I don't understand how he's not getting burned on any team.
Yeah.
Let alone a team that's below 500, right at 500.
Or why the players ain't saying nothing
about.
We losing. Let's put Kuminga in.
Unless you're Steph
Curry. We
want
to win.
Unless you're Steph Curry.
You don't think? I don't think Curry said nothing for him.
That's what I'm saying. Steph Curry about the only one that can.
Yeah. So you go up and tell him, man, we losing. Put Kuminga in. Adjust the plays. Up and down the court. Both sides of the ball.
Yeah. All right. That's trade talk. We hit the Anthony Davis. I mean, I think that's still a little ways away.
I don't think they're gonna get rid of Davis, though. I think they're gonna keep him for Kyrie.
At least try to see something.
I mean, his market's got to be so low because when he went to Dallas, bro, for Luka, I was sitting here saying that's a good trade for Dallas. You know what I mean? Like Anthony Davis with Kyrie Irving, PJ Washington. That's a championship. That's a championship level team. If Anthony Davis is 100% healthy, but he's never been 100% healthy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now they're talking about that Kyrie was pushing his rehab to come back. But if AD's hurt now, they're talking about just tanking, shutting Kyrie down. You already got Cooper. You know what I mean? But then you're in the mix. Like, are you in a rebuild with Cooper, or are you trying to win now? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think you go for the rebuild.
Then you might as well off Kyrie to a contender too. Kyrie don't deserve to be in no rebuild.
I mean, you rebuild around Kyrie and Coop. That's what I mean. You really rebuild around Kyrie because Kyrie got a good at least about 6-7 left.
Years?
Yeah, without being hurt. Yeah, Kyrie stay healthy. Yeah. Why not? He was killing me.
He
so
just
he left.
tore his wide open.
I mean,
Pause. But like that's a crucial injury to come back.
Injuries are starting to add up, and Kyrie's super shifty.
All right, so let's say a good about 3 or 4. So you still build around that 3 or 4 with him though.
I think if
because it teaches Coop how to be control of the team.
Yeah, I mean, Coop in 2 years is going to be crazy to see.
You get rid of Kyrie right now and build around Coop. Coop gonna be stuck there for about 8 or 9 years before they be about something. Because that means if you're getting rid of trying to rebuild, you're gonna get rid of Gaffner and all them. Gaffner, what's his name? Yeah, you're going to get rid of them, or you keep them as the core, too. I don't think you rebuild right now. I think you wait till about 3 or 4 years after Kyrie. See if you can get somebody else in there to blend in, because Cooper will be by himself after that.
I mean, they'll probably just hold Davis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See what happens.
I mean, you get rid of Davis, though, because he's going to get hurt again. Yeah. Every time he fall, you all like, ooh.
But that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. It's like because of what happened since he's left New Orleans, basically in LA, he did get that bubble championship. But besides that, in and out lineup, now what's happening in Dallas? I think his trade value is
you ain't gonna get nothing for him.
Nothing for him. Nothing for him.
Yeah, that's how I feel about LeBron.
You might get a couple picks.
You trade him, what we gonna get? Nothing.
Yeah. Y'all watched the game last night? That game?
Yeah, we did.
We did. One thing I'll say.
Go Indy.
Yeah, he's probably pretty happy right now because his Raiders probably gonna have Mendoza next year. That kid, I'm not gonna lie, I was hating on boy. Like I was like, this dude is goofy in his interviews. He runs goofy.
Yeah.
He's cold as hell. He shut me up last night. Some of the throws he was making too were NFL level throws, back shoulder fades, balls where only his wide receiver could get. Like
he had a crazy number too. He's like 18 for 22 or some shit.
5 tutties. Yeah, he had a game, man. And he's elusive too. He might not run like the greatest, but and on the flip side of that, I mean, I was rooting for the Oregon Cat. You know, I'm a Beaver for sure, but I wanted to see Dante Moore do well. He probably played himself out of the first round.
He needs to stay in school.
Yeah, he does.
One
he
more
should
year.
Probably come back for another.
Even if they would have won that game, he still need to stay in school though. He just didn't seem NFL ready.
They were talking before the game. They were debating who was going to be because they were saying those are the 2 first and second pick. Yeah. You know, who's going to be number 1, who's going to be number 2.
Trinidad from Ole Miss is staying too. He's coming back, so he's not going to go in.
I'm happy they lost because they beat us. You know what I'm saying? They beat USC. That's why I wanted them to lose. And on the flip side
they
of
beat
that,
us.
I'm sad for my Raiders because we'd mess around and get a lineman.
You guys are going to trade the number 1 pick for the backup kicker.
That's
a little too far. But we will mess around and get a lineman or something. We probably get like a top receiver.
You could always get a lineman that plays quarterback, like Jamarcus Russell.
Yeah. I mean, we might give it up because we know the best quarterback in the NFL is coming to the Raiders. So we get Lamar Jackson. Then
Lamar Jackson.
You get a lineman.
You never know. Brady might throw some stupid.
That's his boy.
Is it?
Yeah.
But y'all need a coach first.
You
might as well just take Dan Lanning.
We got a coach.
Will you take the Oregon Ducks coach?
No, I'm not taking nothing from the Ducks. If we get a Ducks coach, I'm not even going to.
You wouldn't take the tight end. Man. Listen, I'm not even. I'm not.
Get
out of here! He was a Duck.
Get out of here! That's why his ass got booted.
Sadiq, the tight end, he's.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
But I wanted to touch on the Ducks just because I know a lot of you watching at home are Duck fans. There's definitely more Oregon Duck fans than there are Beaver fans, and that's why I decided to wear this jersey this jacket today, just to let everybody know that sometimes Beaver fans we do cheer when the Ducks lose. And listen, I don't know how it is. I'm from Oregon, so people are always like, "Why don't you ever want to see an Oregon team? You know, why can't you just celebrate the Ducks? It's an Oregon team." Because it's not how I was raised.
Yeah.
You know, like my grandpa went to Oregon State. My father went to Oregon State. I went to Oregon State. So I'm like really, really an Oregon State Beaver. I can't go root for the Ducks, even though they're an Oregon team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I will say this. They had more 5-star recruits on the Ducks than Indiana. Indiana had no 5-star recruits.
I saw that. Mendoza said we got 0.
Yeah. So if obviously Uncle Phil can get a lot of money to the players to come and play at Oregon, and they're going to be all right. They're gonna come back and play again.
Yeah, they are. They're gonna go right back to the playoffs, do the same thing, and it's gonna be the same results.
That's the only thing.
I feel bad.
That's cool though. But that's cool though. That's cool. I respect it.
You know what started it? I low key partially feel bad and partially don't, because then y'all Duck fans talk a fucking mean game. Y'all talk a lot of shit, and some of y'all is bandwagon fans. You don't know nothing about the game, and you talking reckless. But I do feel bad because this is about 4 or 5 times now that you got all the way. My boy, we ain't got his jersey up today, but my boy Cam Newton started this curse. You know what I mean? Auburn to when Michael Irvin built the ass in the national championship. Yeah. It ain't been the same since.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for one reason and one reason only. Rest in peace, Bakari.
Yeah, Bakari.
He's a diehard Oregon Ducks fan.
Seattle Seahawks, though, they still got action.
They're going to lose the first round, too, or the second round. But
they got to buy, so they ain't
other than that, yeah, I want y'all to lose every time y'all go to the chip. Playoffs, chip, whatever it is.
I just throw shade on all the homies that are Duck fans because they always throw shade on me like, oh, if Indiana played the Beavers, it'd be 152 to -6. I'm just like, man, so I gotta throw a little shade.
Yeah, but I knew they was gonna lose though, man. Indiana beat them by 10 the first time. They just wasn't ready for them.
I mean,
Pick 6 first
day. That's what did it.
The kid looked shell-shocked after that.
They said, this reminds me of the game. Like, we playing. You couldn't throw that route.
Yeah.
They get picked every time they throw it.
That out and that curl get picked every time in this 6 in the new college football.
And it's pick 6 every time, too. I mean, they had a little strike back. They bounced back a little bit. They came down, drove all the way down the field, scored a touchdown. And then after that, it was like, Mama, here come the man again. Yeah.
They at the game, they didn't even have the game up when I was at the Blazers game. You know, sometimes they'll tune in and put it on the jumbo scrum.
Oh, yeah, because the score was so bad.
The score was so bad. I mean, we was in the suite, and they had the game on there, but, like, no one was paying attention to it. But it is what it is. I'm not mad.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's grown kids playing, trying to achieve something. They didn't do it. Fans heavily involved. So hopefully nobody got mad, struck nobody, burnt something up, or did something they wouldn't do because their team lost. Y'all just try again next year like y'all did. Y'all get there again and lose, but y'all get there. Yeah.
Last headline, NFL coach firings.
Get them out of there.
Get them
out of there.
I'm torn, man. I don't know what is going on behind the scenes because I'm a huge Lamar Jackson fan. I'm a Ravens fan as well because I'm a huge Lamar Jackson fan. And I do not know if Lamar was behind this move of Harbaugh.
That was what I was going to ask you.
I don't know. And he hasn't. The only thing that happened was there was a press conference after the game, and they asked Lamar, and Lamar was like, "I'm still in the heat of the game. I don't want to talk about any of that." You know what I mean? And then the speculation was, well, if he wanted him back, he would have advocated for him right then and there.
So you think the ownership went to Lamar?
I don't know how you don't.
And said, "Hey, do you want us to bring back?"
I don't know how you don't. That's your. That's your 2-time MVP, back-to-back MVP. That's
so they asked him for some insight. And Lamar, again, allegedly, Lamar. If you see this,
Lamar. Yeah, like it, follow us.
Yeah. And come on to the Raiders. Come on to the Raiders, man. Come on to the Raiders.
Don't go to the Raiders, Lamar. Don't end your career, brother. Go to the Miami Dolphins.
Come on to the Raiders, because I guarantee you, Lamar Jackson, when you put on that Raider jersey, we both gonna have one on. Yeah.
It's gonna look like when Randy Moss went there, when Devontae Adams went there, killed their career, thought they were dead, and then they revitalized.
Wait, are we talking about my team, or are we talking about coaches getting fired?
Well, it's a great segue because you fired your coach.
Oh no, I'm glad he got out of it.
Pete Carroll, one and done.
He should have took his son with him.
No, here's the deal. I think Pete is a really good coach. I think what happened is he put a lot of faith in Geno Smith, and it didn't pan out. He was injured, and it hindered the career. You know what I'm saying? And then you fired Chip Kelly, which was, I think they should have given Pete one more chance, especially with the number 1 pick to draft because he got Gentry. You know what I'm saying? And I think they should have given him at least one more year to play, or at least a coach.
These older coaches are kind of getting phased out, in my opinion. The young genius.
The game ain't the same.
The young genius, you know what I mean? The Sean McVay, Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel got fired.
You think he's going to get picked up?
Yeah, he's gonna get. He'll be an offensive coordinator if he doesn't get a head coaching job.
Yeah.
The other one that'll get picked up right away is Raheem Morris, the Falcons coach. He'll get a defensive job right away. He's like a guru.
But didn't the college pick up Chip Kelly?
That was
Somebody went to TCU?
no,
Or
North Carolina.
Northwestern.
From Belichick.
Yeah, get him out of there, man. Bring in these young coaches.
So you have Harbaugh.
See, the game was way different than it was from when they was running things.
Yeah. You got Harbaugh, Raheem Morris, Mike McDaniel, and then you got Pete Carroll.
Yeah.
I think those are the four, right?
We'll take Harbaugh, though.
They said Harbaugh, his DMs were already going crazy. Yeah. He's going to get picked up and be another head coach. He's not going to go to an offensive coordinator. He's going to get another head coach job. I saw there was, the NFL script is like bring him to the Raiders, and then it would be like him and his brother. Mm-hmm. There was like some sort of script because his brother is the coach for what? Chargers? Yeah, the Chargers. But Peace, I don't think Peace's going to get another job. Mike McDaniel probably, like you said, another offensive coordinator. I don't think it was all Mike's fault in Miami. I think he should have benched Tua a lot sooner and played Quinn Ewers because I was a fan of Quinn, but that's maybe because I had some of his cards and I wanted him to make some money on that. But and then what's his name for the Falcons? Penix went down. Yeah. A lot of these coaches that got fired. I mean, like I think Harbaugh probably was like the biggest. You had 18 seasons or however long as a coach. You had one Super Bowl with Ray Lewis and them. Two?
Harbaugh has one. Ray Lewis had two, but yeah, Harbaugh had the second one, the last one.
But I just like the Miami coaching.
He didn't have a good season.
I mean, you go to the playoffs 1 year.
He went to the playoffs his first 2 years, and then the last 2 years he's under 500.
But the last 2 years, though, you got the quarterback go out beginning of the season, and then he'll go out.
They didn't fire him.
He left?
No, they didn't fire him until the Ravens fired Harbaugh.
Oh, they're trying to get...
Yeah, those other firings happened before Harbaugh, and then
they're trying to get Harbaugh.
McDaniel was on the.
Lamar's not following Harbaugh to Miami.
You don't know.
They got Quinn and they got Tua.
You don't know.
I think Tua's gonna get traded and Quinn.
I mean, the last thing we should talk about is like we were talking about in the NBA. The last thing we should talk about is the NFL playoffs. A job can get turned around, negative or positive, real quick. Look what's going on right now. The Carolina Panthers just took the Rams to the last play. You know what I mean? Yeah. Right now, we're about to have the Packers and the Bears are on upstairs right now. And last year, the Bears was terrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were talking about
and that Atlanta job to me, you got Drake London and you got Bijan Robinson, probably the best all-around back in the league. Yeah. You know what I mean? McCaffrey passing the torch to him.
NFL script. Penix can move. What if Harbaugh goes to Atlanta? He's got a running back like Derrick Henry, but a younger Derrick Henry and Bijan. He's got a Zay Flowers. You could just trade him for Drake London, and then you got Michael Penix. I'm not saying he's like Lamar, but kind of shifty.
Not really shifty. He done tore his whole shit.
He did.
He going to Vegas. Harbaugh going to Vegas.
I'm gonna say Harbaugh to Atlanta.
Why you wasting? We just spent 30 minutes talking about a team that had 3 fucking wins.
Stop bringing up to Vegas. Say it with your chest. Okay, all right.
All right. Silence the crowd.